Snail tape.
I have a Snail collection. Hello, it's Gavin, aka Snail Tape. I want to talk about the song I'm releasing this Saturday. It's my very first original song, and I felt like I wanted to make a video before it releases, just talking about the origins of it and talking about my experience with songwriting and what the song means to me. If you don't know anything about me, my name's Gavin. I am kind of new to social media and like posting videos about music and such like that, but I have been a musician for like over 10 years. I got into singing in the past like just a couple years, and I picked up the guitar this year, and I've been having a lot of fun learning it. The song I'm releasing is played with a guitar accompaniment, played by me, duh. And I've just been having a lot of fun sharing music and getting used to being like posting myself and being myself on the internet. It's all very new. I mean, hell, I'm talking to myself right now. Who are you? I don't know. I've been having a lot of fun learning like the singer-songwriter sort of, songwriting, where before I mostly just listened to instrumental music and classical music. Yeah, they had like symbolic meanings, but never necessarily like exact words. Not the music that I listen to. I have found that in my songwriting, I talk a lot about grief that I've had in relationships, and healing and wanting to grow as a person. Currently, I am 21. I turn 22 in like 13 days. God, it's like, again, I'm getting older. Usually around this time, I think a lot about how far I've come in life. I am always looking to grow, and I'm noticing that I talk a lot about that in my music. I just wanted to share some topics about it before the song comes out in hopes that maybe someone can actually relate to it. My favorite part about doing YouTube, engaging on social media, is, getting to meet new people and learn different perspectives and make connections with people, where before I just kind of always felt like, oh no, I'm really alone in majority of what I do. But that's not true. Humans are quite complex, and humans can relate to a lot of other humans. And maybe if you're the human who can relate to me as a human, maybe that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. But without further ado, I want to talk about the song I'm releasing this Saturday, July 5th, The Sunset. Transition. The song The Sunset is one of the first songs I have ever written. I've written like a demo or like full songs here and there, but this song felt really important to me, especially in this part of my life. The song The Sunset is about unhealthy habits and dealing with loneliness within recognizing that I am imperfect and have unhealthy habits when it comes to platonic relationships, romantic relationships, and of course, like the root of it all, the relationship with yourself. From The Sunset comes from this one situation last year where I dealt with my very first heartbreak, and I had never been heartbroken before, nonetheless have never been in a romantic relationship before, so I didn't really know what to expect from myself. If I've learned anything when it comes to any kind of relationships, platonic, romantic, etc., when you're in a relationship, you learn a lot about yourself. And I for sure learned a lot about myself at this time. The term The Sunset originates from this one situation where I dated somebody. It simply just didn't work out. Stuff happens all the time. And there was this one road I saw a lot growing up. Just one of those places where you can just, there's not a lot of trees. It's just a larger field. You can see the horizon and the sunset. It's just beautiful when you look in that area. This was during a more difficult time after the heartbreak, where I was just struggling to relearn how to live my life again without this person. It was about the evening time, and there was this just beautiful sunset on this road that I have drove down before. And when I saw the sunset, I saw just beautiful sun rays reaching over these humongous clouds, top to bottom of the entire sky. And there were colors of like orange, red, yellow, and like purple. I freaking love those colors when like a sunset happens, And I thought about this person. I thought about how beautiful this sunset looked, and I thought about how beautiful the person that I had dated looked. And there was a sense of loneliness when I noticed that I felt that way, because it made me realize that I struggled to live for myself. I struggled to look for worth within myself, where oftentimes I look for that in other people, or like how I can benefit other people. And those are the habits I'm talking about when I talk about unhealthy habits. Not being able to live within my own skin, and therefore recognizing that the relationship within myself was a big issue. No matter what the other person did, that is his own situation. I think that in all relationships, or all problems, there's always a little bit to learn on everybody's part and everybody's side. So I always like to take responsibility over how I think I could have approached the situation better. The focus of this song is less so reminiscing over a heartbreak. It's recognizing that I am very imperfect. I have never been in a romantic relationship before, even though I don't know, I like to think about love a lot, if I'm being real. This is, being the first experience, being my first heartbreak. It was, well, for lack of a better word, heartbreaking to recognize that I had these habits and that it was a really difficult situation to be in, to look at this beautiful sunset in my hometown, one that I've seen a million times and have enjoyed, just to have it labeled in my mind under somebody else's view, as if I didn't matter if I wasn't in their eyes. But that's not true. I started therapy about a full year ago because I struggled a lot with relationships, of all platonic and romantic relationships. And I've learned a lot since then. I realized that these habits never served me. Although they may have once served a purpose, they don't anymore. I was left feeling very heartbroken for a good bit, and I felt like I didn't even have myself. I wanted to change. I very deeply wanted to change. I always like to be the best person that I can be, both for myself and for other people. I hate to make such a sad video for the first time that I'm speaking to, my audience and the people that enjoy my content. No, off script, just me talking to a camera, but this felt really important to me, especially because this is the first song that I am deciding to release, and I really want to give my audience just a taste of what I am feeling and, what makes me human too. I feel like social media and like the internet can really like saturate people, like put people into categories and such. I am a lot of things. One of them is emotional. We're gonna look at this one a lot, guys. If you're into this, hey, stick around. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Anyway, I just didn't feel right sharing this really vulnerable song without having a little bit of explanation, I found a lot of comfort in this song because the one thing I don't tend to give myself is space to feel. Where I enjoy doing that for other people, but I need to do that for myself too. That's sort of the thing I want to do with songwriting. I want to just talk about how I feel. Hey, doesn't anybody? I really want to share this grief that I have, and I would love to hear your perspective over the topics that I have mentioned, and maybe we can grieve together. I greatly appreciate you watching all the way through. This is quite vulnerable for me to create, and I'm gonna have to edit this and listen to myself ramble for how long was it? 16 minutes? Yeah, period. My first original song coming out this Saturday, July 5th, I believe 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'm a student, I really just do this in my free time, but I'm learning that I actually really love doing this. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry if this isn't necessarily the most put together, but I'll probably be better at this in the future, but hey, thanks, appreciate it. I would love it if you would subscribe. I tend to post a lot of content with like Leve covers and such because I just love Leve. I feel like she really just, she hits the mark for me. She's my biggest inspiration. Also, I do have an Instagram and I stream every now and then on Twitch. And also I do have a Discord. It's called the Garden Grounds because I have a snail concept going on. Look, collection. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you this Saturday. Bye-bye.